Did you know that there are a handful of behaviors that really do cause a lot of concern for first-time Doberman owners, but which are actually really normal or at least incredibly common for this breed? And I'm talking some very concerning behaviors, such as this type of behavior right here, something that appears to literally be a type of seizure, but it's actually called an idiopathic head tremor, something that's super common in Dobermans. And you're gonna learn all about these concernings, but actually pretty normal behaviors of this unique breed of dog right now on Doberman Planet. Don't forget to subscribe, buttons, right down below.
What's going on with him?
Real quick, guys, it's important to note that I am not a veterinarian. I'm a dog trainer who simply specializes in the Doberman breed specifically. Now, the first concerning behavior with Dobermans is peeing on themselves when they're excited or frightened. There's two types of this. There's excited urination and submissive urination. They're both equally common in male and female Dobermans. Excited urination, that occurs when they're really excited, like at greetings when you get home, they're jumping up on you, they're excited, they're standing up, they're bouncing all around. It's really common in young Dobermans, and it usually resolves by about 6 months of age. But sometimes this can take up to 1 year of age to completely resolve in Dobermans. Now, submissive urination, this is a little bit different. This occurs when your Doberman is frightened, anxious, shy, or just generally submissive. It's also really common in young Doberman puppies. And sometimes it's just like one person or situation that'll set this off, but you'll see a very different physical behavior from your Doberman. Their ears might be tucked, flattened, their tails tucked, they might be licking themselves, hiding behind your legs, and just doing general avoidance behaviors. And this seems to last a lot longer than excited urination in Dobermans. Anyway, it can last up to about 1 year of age, but if it's continuing past 1 year of age, it might be a confidence issue stemming from some traumatic event or harsh training techniques or harsh punishments on the dog in the past, for example. And really the way to address this is to correct it with just standard desensitization training and confidence building. Honestly, just outgrowing it though with these dogs with a loving, supportive owner is usually the best medicine for both of these types of unwanted urination. The next concerning behavior is mouthing and nipping from a Doberman puppy that won't stop after redirects. This is super normal before a Doberman is about 6 months of age. After that, it's not so much. These dogs have lots of drive, they have owner focus, and they often have really painful teeth and gums during their teething stage. And this really equals a really brutal mouthing and nipping stage from these dogs. And if this is a chronic problem though, you're gonna have to rely on the habit forming instincts of this dog, which is huge and powerful with Dobermans. Make your hands, your pants, your shoes a real foreign thing for them. Never allow them to bite on it. Always interrupt before it happens as much as you can. And if this won't stop with redirects, it's okay to temporarily separate your Doberman puppy. It kind of gives them a chance to reset. You can give them their favorite chew toy or just a completely different activity to do, preferably one that keeps their mouth really busy. The next thing with Dobermans that's very concerning to the owners, but very typical from these dogs, is teeth falling out during the teething stage. So from about 3 months of age to 6 months of age, your Doberman puppy is gonna be teething. And this is when they're gonna be nipping all the time. And it's when their adult teeth are just pushing out their baby teeth, and their baby teeth are literally gonna start falling out. Sometimes you'll see the teeth with some blood on them on the ground. Maybe you'll step on one. You'll see one stuck in a rope toy. It's super concerning for owners the first time they experience this, but yes, it's totally normal. The next concerning behavior is regression and potty training after puberty. These dogs, they have their hormones kicking in right about 6 months of age, and they start hitting puberty about that time. And just like with people, this causes just all types of different feelings. One of them is a marking behavior in Dobermans, and this is when males may start to lift their legs, which usually happens between 6 to 9 months of age. They may have some more accidents in the house. This is very normal. It's often really concerning to owners though, because they're thinking, man, this dog was potty trained, what's happening? The best thing to do here is to just work on being a calm, consistent leader. Focus on the standard potty training principles for Dobermans, such as making the house feel like their den, cleaning up accidents with the enzyme destroying formula, creating a very different feeling outside in their pee spot versus inside the house. all those standard potty training things, taking them out at key times such as after or before sleeping, directly after eating or drinking, after excited play times, every few hours, etc., etc. Hold the line and just stay consistent with the standard potty training techniques here. Before we get into the next concerning behaviors of Dobermans, including the worst one, the one that actually really freaks owners out, I do want to take a moment to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Ollie. I actually first tried Ollie's human-grade dog food service with my Doberman Arlo a few years ago, and I was honestly really blown away by the effect it had on Arlo fairly quickly too. Arlo made it really clear even after just his first few meals that he was loving his new fresh meals. And recently we had a Doberman Planet viewer named Anna try Ollie for the first time with her Doberman Booker, and well, here's what she had to say.
I've been feeding Booker Ollie's fresh human-grade meals for about 2 weeks now, and I have noticed a ton of changes in him. He has a lot less anxiety, he's calmer throughout the day, he seems to have a easier time focusing, and he actually even listens better to me now, which is amazing. He has such great general behavior. He's just relaxed now and such a good dog, and it's freed up a lot of time for me to enjoy life with Booker. Also, it has seriously been so wonderful.
And yes, there are definitely a few things I recommend repeatedly on this channel, and you'll see me, I really believe in these things such as DNA testing and tracking your Doberman's daily exercise for their benefit. And you're gonna continue to hear me honestly talk about the importance of feeding a quality diet to your Doberman with real clean ingredients, no preservatives, no fillers, and one that has high quality sources of protein. Super important. And Ollie seems to check all of these boxes, and the best part is they'll custom tailor your dog's diet specifically to them and their needs, and they do that with every single Ollie customer. Just follow the link in the description down below and use the coupon code Doberman Planet in all caps, all one word, at checkout to get a big discount off your first box of food with them. That way you can try it out and see the changes in your dog too. Okay, now for the next concerning behavior that's super common, but also pretty scary for Doberman owners, and that is ignoring some commands after they hit puberty. Also around the time they hit puberty, or about the 6-month mark roughly, with Dobermans, it's very normal that they start kind of ignoring commands that you know they know very well. These are dominant dogs and they don't know how to handle these new hormones kicking in. So just really, you need to practice calm, consistent leadership if this happens. Don't let them get away with ignoring you. These are very intelligent, dominant dogs. It will set a precedence if they get away with ignoring you. Yeah, you've heard how these dogs train their owners, not the other way around, right? Well, this is how they do it. The next concerning one, and this is a big one for Doberman owners, is head bobbing. This is when you look down maybe and you see your Doberman uncontrollably shaking their head from side to side or up and down, and there could be some teeth chattering going on as well. This is called head tremors or head bobbing syndrome. Sometimes more formally, it's also called idiopathic head tremors. Super scary stuff. Also though, super common with Dobermans. For Dobermans who are affected by this, on average, they'll have an episode that will last about 3 minutes in length. It'll occur twice per day, and they'll go about 2 months on average between episodes. By the way, sources for all this are down in the description below. The first time a Doberman owner sees this, they're usually convinced that their dog is having a seizure. But really, these are different than seizures. True seizures are generally accompanied by seized muscles, loss of mobility, altered consciousness, but during these episodes, none of these things are happening. Your Doberman is completely conscious and really their normal self. They're just shaking a little bit. Often also, owners will find that they can stop the shaking just simply by distracting their Doberman with an activity or even just a treat. Very concerning, but also super common in Dobermans. Doberman owners report this actually all the time with this breed. We don't know what percentage of Dobermans are affected by this, but we do know that 8% of all cases of dogs having this issue come from Doberman owners. There are a lot of theories though about why this happens, including things like brain abnormalities or emerging genetic diseases or low glucose levels, calcium deficiencies, heartworm medications, even a mental disorder potentially causing repetitive actions over and over. But we really don't know for sure what the cause is of this. It's still a bit of a mystery. The next one is twitching, growling, or yelping while sleeping. You might start seeing your Doberman's legs twitching, they might be yelping or their arms moving, that type of thing. A lot of owners are concerned by this, especially if they haven't owned a dog before, but don't worry. Yes, dogs dream too. They have multiple sleep stages just like us humans do, including deep REM sleep, and they experience dreams too. Pretty cool. And this is especially common in Dobermans for some reason, and your dog is just having a crazy dream. hopefully a good one. Hopefully this has been helpful for you so you won't get freaked out the next time your Doberman is doing something kind of out of the ordinary. But if you want to support this channel, please take a second to check out the sponsor of today's video, as this video wouldn't be possible without them. Ollie Fresh Dog Food. I really do believe in them. I think there's just about nothing you could do as good for your Doberman as feeding them just real good fuel to fuel them throughout the day. This is a working breed. They have lots of energy. Let's give them good energy to use. The link for Ollie will be down in the description down below. Thanks for watching today, guys. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, including to clicking that little bell icon, the notification icon, and keep all notifications turned on. That way, you can just keep slowly getting to be better and better with your Doberman all on the way. I'll see you guys next time.